A new Aerosmith box set in the works. Can you show me the outtakes? Okay.
Spies, man.
Nothing like the internet.
So today I wanted to talk about the rumor of a potential new box set including unreleased songs from Aerosmith. What happened is that Tom participated in a rock and roll fantasy camp masterclass that happened virtually via Zoom the past Sunday, June 28th, 2020. And in it, I was luckily able to ask a few outtake related questions, of course. And he did give us a short but kind of interesting answer. But if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the Aerosmith videos that I post. Now we're covering some of the main outtakes, but I'll be covering other fascinating rare topics from the band's history and their music. So like and subscribe if you don't want to miss any. Okay, so let's take a listen to his answer. My question is about your unreleased work. Over the years I've become increasingly interested in these topics, but the information about them is very limited in the internet. So I would like you to please expand on the following topics if you can. First of all, I know you commented a little bit about your solo record. You were mentioning maybe using a female vocalist and using some of these songs in video games. That's question one. Question two is about Renegade, the band from 1981. I know that Joey mentioned that he has the master tapes. Why not just release it? Similar question to all of the other Aerosmith outtakes and demos. Why not put them together in a box set and just release them? The work is already been done, so they will start collecting royalties. And I tell you, Tom, fans want to hear it. And a few have already leaked. That's not good for the band, so please release them. Final question is if you remember any Aerosmith outtakes that you worked on. I'm really interested in the creative process behind it and how you approach the band to present a song. If you remember any of these songs, any song titles that you can share with us. Thank you. It's a dream come true to ask you these questions.
Thank you for that compliment. One time we did a cover of Highway Star. You know that song by Deep Purple? We do have a bunch of stuff, and we are in the process of working on a box set, but we're just getting started. So I can't even begin to think of what we're going to put on there for unreleased tracks. But we do have some good stuff. They just never got finished. We'll have to see. We're just starting, so I wish I could tell you more.
All right. Thank you. Great questions.
Thank you.
So it wasn't exactly what I was expecting from his answer. As you could see, I asked a whole bunch of questions, but maybe it was a little bit too much. But what I can tell you is, what is not seen in the video is his real reaction. I was able to record myself during my question, and I recorded the audio from the call, but the video did not record his reaction. So I kind of recreated his reaction from other sections of the call that I was actually able to record. But while I was asking the question, I could see him smiling and pointing to the camera like saying, yes, exactly what we're doing, exactly what we're working on. I'm happy that you asked that question, So it didn't piss him off, And I think he was really pleased to hear interest in his solo album, interest in Renegade, interest in unreleased tracks from Aerosmith. Okay, back to his answer. The most important thing is that he confirmed the band did record a cover of Highway Star, a song from Deep Purple. I've heard the song and it's pretty amazing, so I can only imagine what an Aerosmith version would sound like. It does rock, so it's a good sign. This song was probably originally recorded in 2006 when the band was in the studio re-recording some of the old Aerosmith outtakes for possible inclusion in the Devil's New Disguise compilation. They wanted to do an album, but they didn't have the time, they didn't finish the recording, so they did a compilation album with 2 new tracks, Devil's New Disguise and Sedona Sunrise. But the plan was for them to finalize the recording and released a full album of re-recorded Aerosmith outtakes in 2007. And what happened is that they got the request of re-recording the first album because they lost the master tapes, and they re-recorded the first album for Guitar Hero. So that's why you hear different versions of Mama King and Moving Out in Guitar Hero, because they didn't have the master tapes and the band had to re-record everything. So those sessions interrupted the outtake sessions. And then, well, they went touring and they did music from another dimension. So that's interesting. It would be really, really awesome to hear that version of the song. But I'm most interested in hearing their other unreleased songs. Anyway, but perhaps the most amazing news that he kind of leaked is the fact that the band has just started working on a new project for a box set. What kind of box set? I mean, you know, the band has been talking about possibly doing a second Pandora's box for many, many years, and nothing's happening. But because of the pandemic, because of COVID-19, perhaps this is the ideal time to take some time, review whatever's on the band's vault and their archives, and just release something. I would be a little bit disappointed if it's just another compilation album with a couple of unreleased songs. I think it's time for them to put something bigger together, you know. So there's a lot of tracks. From what I know and what I've heard, a whole bunch of outtakes are very decent and they sound amazing. There's other demos that are not so good, but in general they have at least a couple of albums worth of material that they can definitely get released and fans are gonna love it. So that's really exciting. If they're just starting to work on that, I guess we could expect something to be released towards the end of the year or very early 2021. And I think that Tom was happy to hear the question and to know that fans out there are interested in this kind of material and that they are asking for it. So hopefully he will go back to the band and say, hey, there's people out there that know about these songs. They want to hear, let's make this happen. You know, so I think that was very important, you know, to show support to the band as fans and saying, hey, we're interested in these songs, please get them released officially, because it's not good for the band if the songs leak, you know. So I think it was something good. So hopefully this video is gonna get many likes, it's gonna get many comments, and the band is gonna be like, okay, we definitely need to get all of these songs released. Anyway, so comment down below with your thoughts. Let me know, what do you think, if you agree with me, or did I get anything wrong? And let me know which song, outtake, or album or topic you would like me to cover in the next video. All the sources and links discussed can be found in the video description below. Thank you very much for your time, everyone. Stay awesome. And here's to hopefully get all the Aerosmith outtakes released officially soon. I'll see you guys next time. And remember,
the light at the end of the tunnel is you. Good night.